What's up guys, it's Adrian here and welcome back to my channel. I've mentioned it a couple of times in my previous videos, but an MBA is generally a very expensive 1 to 2 year experience and can easily cost anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 for 2 years of education in the United States. In Europe, it's a little less expensive, but approximately still half of that. Also, the tuition is normally higher if you want to attend a top-tier school. Even if it's just a 1-year program, you can easily pay up to $60,000 or more, plus living and travel expenses. The good news is though, many firms, especially a lot of Fortune 500 companies, will help pay for your MBA degree, whether it's a full sponsorship, tuition reimbursement, or a guaranteed annual contribution directly to the university of your choice. Some companies even have partnerships with universities that offer specialized MBA programs or tuition discounts. And very often these partnerships make it easier for you to get accepted at your target school. In this video, I'm going to provide you with an overview of exemplary firms which will cover your expenses as they relate to an MBA degree. There are certainly tons of other firms who would support you, so please don't consider this an exhaustive list. Who knows, maybe you already work for one of those firms on the list and you didn't even know your employer pays for your MBA, or maybe you're considering joining a firm that supports employees with their MBA journey. In that case, this video will be helpful as well. A little disclaimer before I get started. The information I'm providing you with is based on plenty of conversations with former classmates and secondary research. So bear in mind that this information might change over time, and whether a company pays for your MBA is always a case-by-case decision. There is no guarantee that you will get support from one of those firms on the list at any point in time. That's why you should consider sponsorships only as an option. At the end of this video, I will also provide you with a quick overview of why companies pay for MBAs and how you can get sponsorship. So make sure to watch this video until the end. And without further ado, here is an overview of companies that offer MBA sponsorships, tuition assistance, scholarships, and tuition reimbursements. Tech companies are high on the list of firms willing to pay MBA tuition expenses. The tech giant IBM covers the full cost of an MBA as long as the program is related to an employee's current job. If you get MBA sponsorship, you will have to sign an agreement to stay at the company for 2 years after earning your MBA. Apple provides tuition reimbursement of up to $5,000 annually after 6 months in the company and pays for your education even when the course isn't related to your job description. Additionally, Apple has a training facility called Apple University designed to offer courses tailored to individual positions within Apple. Raytheon is another tech company and provides employees with tuition reimbursement through its Employee Scholar program. In addition to tuition fees, the incentives also include reimbursement for other academic fees for certain courses or degree programs. AT&T is one of the largest telecommunications companies in the world and provides financial assistance to anyone in the process of getting an academic degree. The firm gives out over $10 million annually for tuition reimbursement. However, the tuition reimbursement is capped at $8,000 per year, and you need to be employed with AT&T for at least 6 months before you apply for tuition reimbursement. Qualcomm offers educational benefits to cover the cost of tuition and books required for a postgraduate program. This includes MBA degrees and is limited to around $10,000 per year. Your course must be related to your role at the company, and you would have to pay the graduate courses upfront and then request reimbursement for eligible expenses. The telecom provider Verizon has a partnership with Bellevue University, where Verizon covers up to $13,000 annually for full-time employees and $8,000 annually for part-time employees who attend the school's program. Verizon offers the Global Tuition Assistance Program, where eligible employees must have a minimum tenure of 1 year and maintain a good academic record. Verizon provides reimbursement of up to $8,000 based on the cost of an MBA program and the employee's academic performance. The program includes additional benefits such as a technology stipend, GMAT preparation discounts, application support, and mentorship. Google also offers various programs such as the Google Leadership Academy, Google Management Program, and Google Executive Program, which can help employees develop their leadership and business skills in preparation for an MBA program. Employees are eligible if they have worked for Google for at least 90 days. Google provides alternative benefits to assist with educational expenses, and this includes a tuition assistance program offering up to around $5,000 per year. Intel has an MBA scholarship program for employees who have been with the firm for at least 2 years. At Intel, you can receive up to $50,000 in tuition assistance towards a graduate level business or management degree. Despite the investment in its employees, there is no requirement to stay with the company after the completion of an MBA program. Intel is committed to providing full tuition reimbursement covering the entire cost of the MBA program. The program includes additional benefits such as a technology stipend, GMAT preparation discounts, application support, mentorship, and internship assistance. Microsoft offers up to $10,000 annually to cover the cost of tuition, books, and other fees for any course related to business at the company. There is no lifetime cap on the amount of tuition reimbursement an employee can receive. The company also has partnerships with universities that offer debt-free programs, opportunities to defer tuition payments, and access to discounts. PayPal offers the PayPal MBA Assistance Program, which provides reimbursement of up to around $5,000 a year for tuition, books, and lab expenses. So those were a few select tech companies that pay either part of your MBA expenses or all of them. Now, let me go ahead and talk about some other corporates in various industries. Chevron offers tuition assistance through its Surplus Employee Severance Pay Program, in short, SESPP. And that's a program like no other because it is designed to help employees prepare for other employment opportunities outside Chevron. Whatever graduate degree you're interested in, it doesn't have to be related to your role at Chevron. The company reimburses you for courses offered by US-based schools, vocational schools, and coursework that is part of an online program or a learning platform. The program doesn't cover 100% of tuition, but 75% of tuition expense, as well as learning platform subscription fees, the cost of purchasing required books, and coursework and training expenses of up to $5,000. You need to be with the firm for at least 2 years to be eligible and begin your program within 2 years after leaving the company. Liberty Mutual will pay for 100% of approved tuition, books, and fees after completing an undergraduate or graduate degree program. The company will cover up to $9,000 per year for graduate education, reimbursing up to the entire cost of a program over time. You have to earn a grade of at least C+, but there is no mandate on which schools you can attend. The program just has to be aligned with your career. Through its graduate scholarship program, Kraft Heinz offers annual tuition reimbursement of up to $20,000 for part-time MBA programs and $30,000 for full-time MBA programs. Employees commit to 2 years with the company and they must interview with senior leaders at the company before being selected for tuition reimbursement. The automotive company Ford offers prepayment of $8,000 per year for employees in graduate degree programs. Humana will pay 100% of tuition for degree programs, boot camps, and other certifications of up to $5,000 per year for part-time and full-time employees. The company also has partnerships with institutions that offer specific MBA concentrations in which Humana employees can receive preferred rates. State Farm covers up to $10,000 per year towards graduate programs. You have to be employed by State Farm for at least 6 months, and the company also sponsors executive MBAs. Allstate, another insurance company, pays up to around $5,000 each year towards MBA tuition expenses for full-time and part-time employees. This funding can also be used towards books, registration fees, and a GMAT. Allstate requires that a participating employee remains at the company for 1 to 2 years. UPS will cover the full cost of MBA tuition, but employees must stay with the company for 2 years after graduation. One of the world's largest consumer goods companies, Procter Gamble, provides reimbursement through its education support program. This program offers existing employees an incentive to further their education through any coursework related to their current roles. They can also use the plan to help reach the next step in their careers with the company. General Dynamics is an aerospace and defense company and offers tuition reimbursement and occasionally sponsors MBAs. Recipients must stay with the company for a certain period of time after graduation, and tuition reimbursement policies vary based on the business unit and the position of the employee. Boeing covers up to $25,000 per year for eligible expenses for programs including MBAs. The company pays the tuition directly to the institution. Employees in graduate degree programs must stay with Boeing for 2 years after the last paid course. Boeing invests more than $70 million annually in its Learning Together program, which is their tuition assistance program. The chemicals giant Dow offers up to $8,000 per year towards tuition assistance. For MBA sponsorships, Dow requires employees to remain with the company for 3 years after graduation. Disney has an interesting program called Disney Aspire Program, where the company pays 100% of tuition upfront for in-network schools, which basically means the firm's target schools. Disney started this program in 2018 and over 14,000 students are currently enrolled. Apparently, there is no requirement to stay at Disney after using Disney Aspire, which makes Disney one of the very few firms that don't require you to stay with them for a certain period of time after graduation. Best Buy has one of the most competitive tuition reimbursement programs in the retail industry, and their program is called the Best Buy Tuition Assistance Program. The program was created to help the company become a learning organization and is also available to employees on leave. Boston Scientific has a tuition assistance program that covers master's degrees, including executive MBAs. The course you're interested in must be related to your job at Boston Scientific. If you're eligible, you will get reimbursement for tuition, required books, and other academic fees. Now, I've talked about some major corporates. Let me mention some professional services firms as well. The leading management consulting firms, McKinsey, BCG, and Bain, offer MBA sponsorships to all employees who are in good standing with the firm. Normally what happens is the firms pay the full tuition amount plus a living expense stipend, and in return you would have to stick with the company for 2 years after graduation. Deloitte has a program called Graduate School Assistance Program, in short GSAP, but to qualify for it you must have a minimum tenure of 2 years. The reimbursement amount is based on the MBA program's cost and your academic performance, and the financial support is up to $75,000. In addition to covering tuition, fees, and books, the GSAP offers various benefits such as a technology stipend, GMAT preparation discounts, application support, mentorship, and internship assistance. Participants of the program commit to returning to Deloitte for 2 years after graduation. Anecdotally, before Deloitte pays for anyone's MBA, a typical employee works for the firm for 3 to 4 years before heading off to business school. Deloitte claims that acceptance rates for employees applying to top business schools are 3 times the national average. PwC has a program called Advisory Scholars Program if you're at least 3 years with the firm. This includes full MBA scholarship. You must be classified as a top performer and make at least a 2-year commitment to return to the firm post-MBA. If you're comparing offers from Big 4 firms and MBA sponsorship is important to you, pay attention. KPMG is less likely to offer sponsorship than its counterparts, although you may receive PTO for further education. On the other hand, training is accessible to everyone. The firm has established a virtual business school to provide a variety of ongoing learning opportunities, including technical, IT, and behavioral studies. KPMG has dramatically expanded its investment in professional development and collaborates with affiliates to offer a range of trainings in-house. EY is another Big 4 company that sponsors 100% of an MBA, but employees will have to commit for 2 to 3 years at graduation, depending on the business unit. Accenture is considered the largest consulting firm firm in the world by number of employees and has Accenture's apprenticeship program, which is available to current MBAs interning at Accenture. It offers access to a network of mentors and pays $80,000 towards your second year of school after you sign a commitment to return for 2 years. On top of that, Accenture's strategy offers up to $100,000 in sponsorship for the top 10 analysts in the class who intend to pursue an MBA and return to the firm afterwards. Other consulting firms that sponsor MBA degrees are Roland Berger, Carney, and LEK, and you normally always have to commit to a couple of years with the firm after your MBA. And finally, there are also some commercial banks and investment banks that support employees who want to do an MBA. Capital One is one of the largest banks and credit card companies in the US and has a graduate degree sponsorship program, in short GDSP, in which it offers sponsorships for graduate degree programs including MBAs. Eligible employees must have a minimum tenure of 1 year, and participants are handpicked by the executive leadership team and are expected to remain with the company for 2 years after finishing their degree program. Capital One provides reimbursement of up to $8,000 based on the cost of the MBA program and the employee's academic performance. The GDSP includes additional benefits such as a technology stipend, GMAT preparation discounts, application support, mentorship, and internship assistance. Capital One also offers educational assistance among its benefits package for employees. Eligible full-time and part-time Capital One employees can be reimbursed of up to around $5,000 annually for course tuition, required books, and course-specific fees. Capital One further offers the Capital One MBA Fellowship Program, an exclusive opportunity for top-performing employees. The fellowship program provides full tuition reimbursement for MBA programs at select schools and a stipend for living expenses. To qualify, employees must have a minimum tenure of 2 years, possess a high GPA, and demonstrate strong performance reviews. Wells Fargo is one of the largest banks in the US with a presence in more than 20 different countries. The company doesn't have a specific tuition reimbursement program for employees pursuing an MBA, but they offer alternative benefits to support their educational expenses and provide up to $5,000 annually. Bank of America is one of the world's largest banks and active in over 30 different countries. The company reimburses up to $7,500 per year for job-related courses and degree programs. Bank of America will also pay the school directly so that employees don't have to pay upfront. Employees can also access discounts at select universities and benefit from individual academic advisory services. Goldman Sachs doesn't need an introduction. It helps its employees pursue degrees such as MBAs through tuition assistance and offers MBA fellowships to first-year business school students who are female, Hispanic, Black, or Native American. The company evaluates candidates for the fellowship, which is awarded for notable leadership and community achievements after they complete the summer associate interview process. Those who secure a fellowship receive a cash award of $35,000 in addition to the summer associate salary. If the candidate completes the summer internship and accepts a full-time offer, he or she receives another $40,000 from Goldman Sachs in addition to any full-time signing bonus. R.W. Baird is an employee-owned financial institution and has a program called Baird Scholar Program that pays 100% of an MBA's tuition expenses as well as the costs for books. The program caters to high-performing associates who have excelled in their first couple of years at the firm and shown a commitment to investment banking. To receive funding, associates must attend an approved business school, work for Baird during the summer following their first year of business school, and then return to the company as an associate after completing their MBA. There are many more other companies that I haven't mentioned, including American Express, Amazon, JP Morgan, Salesforce, S&P Global, Grant Thornton, etc. But let me clarify why companies pay for MBAs. One of the major reasons why companies pay for MBAs and other related graduate degrees is because they consider it an investment in their employees. It helps both the employees who receive financial incentives they need to pursue a higher education, and it helps the companies because in turn they get higher skilled employees back. So how do you get sponsored? Every company has its own specific policies and eligibility criteria, so you must research on your own and confirm the details of each company's MBA sponsorship program before making any decisions. The best way to find out more about funding opportunities is to ask. So how do you find companies that pay for an MBA? To find companies that pay for MBA programs, you can follow the following steps. Check the company's website or your employee benefits portal. Many large companies that pay for MBA programs have dedicated sections on their websites or on their employee portals that outline their tuition reimbursement programs and educational assistance policies. Look for information specifically related to MBA sponsorship or financial support for advanced degrees. Alternatively, you could talk to your HR department and ask about MBA sponsorship opportunities. If there is something in place, they will provide detailed information about any assistance programs, including specific requirements or the application processes. There are some things you may need to consider before you start your research. One of them is your employment status. Generally, you must be a full-time or a part-time employee at the firm who pays for your degree. Some companies may even require a minimum tenure or specify a waiting period before you even become eligible for MBA reimbursement or sponsorship. And some firms would want you to maintain a certain GPA during the MBA to make sure you are not just using them to get a 1 to 2 year paid vacation. And to some employers, it is important that you go to an accredited institution to qualify for reimbursement. Generally, there are 3 options for company-sponsored MBA degrees: fellowship programs, tuition reimbursements, and scholarships, and each option has specific eligibility requirements. Fellowship programs are similar to scholarships. However, they are awarded according to merit rather than need. Fellowship funding is usually from private foundations and is offered to the best performing employees. Tuition reimbursements are more common and easier to obtain. Most reimbursements only cover a portion of the cost of an MBA, but in certain circumstances, the entire cost is paid. Scholarships are similar to fellowship programs. Funding is also from private companies and foundations. The key difference is scholarships are awarded according to need, which requires a deeper look into your background. The best way to get your MBA financially sponsored is to work for an employer who provides sponsorship or either full or partial tuition reimbursement. Some companies will pay for your education outright, including the cost of books and supplies. Others offer a percentage of your tuition or a maximum dollar amount. If you aren't sure, check with your employer's HR department to see if there is any chance for tuition assistance. Now, you've seen quite the list just now, and again, there are plenty of other firms that pay for your MBA, whether full or partial. So keep an eye out and always ask your employer about MBA sponsorship programs. Question of the day: what are the other firms that I missed that also pay for an MBA? Let me know in the comment section below. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable and informative, please make sure to hit the like button down below, and on your way down there, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to be updated on new content. That's it for today. My name is Adrian, and until next time.